Alright guys, a highly requested video here on what to get in the shop as well as how to do events. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so first, the reason why this is right here is I want to talk about some one-time purchases. Effectively, this, if you aren't willing to do a weekly or monthly spent budget at all, these are ones that you can think of buying the game. Minimum investment and get the most out of. Now, the biggest one is going to be right here, Link Privilege Card. You will get these instant obtains, and every day you will get 300 seeds from doing your daily activity, as well as it gives you access to the privilege shop, Link Privilege Shop, which we'll talk about towards the end. But it's one of the most important of the 4 shops, and this is permanent, literally $5 and you're done. This is the first $5 that should go into Legends of Neverland for you. Then this would be the next $10. The fund plan up to level 100. It'll give you a butt ton of Kabbalah. It's just really, really good. You will get there, I think, is within the first week. You'll be level 100, and then you'll get the full requirements. This one, these are all Gen 1 fairies. $16 seems a little bit steep, especially seeing as these seed things don't really matter anymore. But you'll get a good amount of strawberry milk, as well as selectors for any of these Gen 1, the Gen 1 and 3 Gen 2s. So these are all available in the yellow seed banner. So technically this isn't required at all, but it will catapult you ahead in the beginning. So that's it for the one-time purchases. If you want to think of buying the game, $5, $10, and I think you're fine off rip from here. And then the 16 is really kind of like a, if you are coming into the game knowing that you're going to spend, this is a fine purchase. Now, the whole thing is going to be after total consumption and total recharge. These are the 2 events that you're really planning around when you do any kind of spending in this game. I'm also going to talk about other events as well as other shops as we go into it. But ideally, you want to figure out how much you are recharging, and every 6,000 is effectively $100. So this right here, 30,000 is $500. $500. So I personally usually stop at this 12,000 right here, which is $200, and I usually do this once a month. If there's a really special thing that I need, I will try to get the second recharge event if it comes around during the month. Sometimes they've done as much as 4 a month. So you really decide what you're within. And then based on 12,000 plus everything you get here, I normally go to 15, which is right above here, because you get Kabbalahs as a refund. And then I have a little bit extra for other things that pop up, or sometimes I go up to 20. It really depends on what events are going on, how my economy is going. This is kind of my budget when I go into the game. Then, as far as what you should be doing with that money, every month, this is the monthly packs, 175. These are the first things that I go after. Just the cost effectiveness. This is actually $50 worth of Kabbalah, and then technically 150 worth of summons if you want to buy it full price, and then other 6 stars and 4 stars. This is a bunch of summons. This is 20 summons for 15. Milk and the summons that stars, it doesn't really matter, and then 150 gotcha gold, which is really, really nice. You can get this 5 times. That's 175 towards my 200. Then you have the moon gift. These are both technically moon gift, but both of them you unlock this stuff, right? So if I only do the $5 on this. If you do the 13, you get 10 levels of it instantly, which is why it shows you more stuff. You will have no problem getting the full 20 levels. The main thing you're paying the extra money for is a random 6-star, a logo, a text box, and things that fly around you. Doesn't really bother me at all. I always go for the $5 here. So now we're at 180 of my 200, and it could be 188. 187. 5, 8, yeah, $8. And then we have the Star Guard and Moon Blessing. These are your monthly passes. The most important one right here is the $3 one. The Miru experience doesn't really matter. The equipment enhancement XP 5% is nice. You won't really notice it the most, but Gather All in Home is huge. Especially once you get to later home levels, you get more stuff on Daily Farm. You get some Daily Sapphire coming in for 3. For 5, you have daily paid resources coming in and daily summon materials coming in. Really, really good. As well as a free premium banner summon per day. It'll give you a chance of literally everything on the banner. Nice to have. So I get both of these. You can forego the $3 one if you're willing to sit there and home and do this, but this 5 is really, really good. So you can look at this as either 185 if you're just doing the 5, or 188, which is the whole thing right here. And then after that, the other 12 I put anywhere I really need. We'll talk about some other options towards the end, but now we're going to talk about other options. So if you're willing to spend more, these are good bang for your buck. You get the Kabbalah and you get double up, and these are once per month. That's all the way through. I was talking about other offers. We'll get down to that. Now, events. These are 2 types of events we're going to talk about. There's others in the game, but this is just a general idea of what you're looking for when you do these events. Now, Balloon House, you can do it the free-to-play way, which is to get these every day from the shop. No, I didn't take a picture of that. But you can get these every day from the shop, or you can do Kabbalah crystals on this. Now, this can be one of your ways that you choose to use your crystals for your consumption event, and you want to look for breakpoints either trying to do the full clear, which would be 16, or you can go up here in the top right, total draw reward, and try to hit certain numbers. Now, if you just want to kind of do this casually, you don't really want to focus on waiting weeks or months to get stuff going, you can do 4 or 7 every time it's up by doing the freebies, depending on how often it comes around. Guaranteed you can do the 4 every time it comes around, but if it takes a little bit longer to come back around, you can generally get the 7 as a freebie. And crystals are very, very important, always going to be important. There's data mines of level 10 at some point in the future. Other types are things like this. And these are generally... So I generally do these once a month myself. I build these up, throw them out, and then I will use crystals on a few to hit 12 or 16 is how I generally do it. And these are the ones that I generally go full on depending on what's the specialty item, right? So you get free summons every time, which will give you one of these tickets, and every day that it's available, so from 15 to 19, so 5 days, so you can get 5 tickets for free. Others will cost 200 Kabbalah. Sorry, 20 Kabbalah. The 10x is 200. And so you can technically get all the tickets for free. It will just take a lot of times of this coming around. And then you can use those to get the normal exchange stuff, which I don't have a picture of right here. And then you can do 150 of the normal tickets to get one of the gold tickets, which is the good stuff that you're looking for. And for these, if there's a mount you're looking for, you can get that. 3 of these is a rank up for Milim or Rimuru. So this is 2 copies of Rimuru or Milim. You can also get the 4x over here for 40 summons, which is very, very powerful as well. Generally the things you're looking for. These other ones are big, big, big spenders. The whales are looking at these 3 things, and the Kraken's mythical sea monsters are looking at these 3 things, if that makes sense. You're also doing a very similar thing we talked about over here, looking for breakpoints. You want to be doing the same thing over here, looking at where you want to stop at. Now, a lot of whales, because of how this is situated, are just going to do 200 cost 10x's until they hit the ragdoll, for example. And then whatever tickets they have left, they'll spend them as they see fit. I've talked with a lot of people on this, and that's really how they do this event. But myself, I see what my where's it at? I just showed it. I see where my consumption is at, and realistically about 6,000 or 7,000 Kabbalah will guarantee you the ragdoll. So I leverage this. If I can get it cheaper, obviously that's great. If I get 3 tickets before that, then I'll stop and then go towards my next breakpoint, and then keep those tickets for next time the event comes around. Then other options you can do if you're close to your consumption goal. These things, the red weapon dust and armor dust, these are huge for your raising your weapons. These 2 are very, very important, and you can get these from other events. You can get like 2 or 3 during events, but these are great to round out your consumptions. Maybe you're missing 300 or something, right? You'll grab 3 armor enhancements right there. You also have the weekly sales right here. We also have the monthly events that can have other sales, as well as getting these for cheaper, which are great to look at, especially like the Rimuru event that we just had, the global battle event, the monthly event that we had. You can get these for a little bit cheaper with the reduction tickets. Great things to look for, as well as summon tickets. This is like the bare minimum, like the highest I'm willing to pay for them. But you can get them for cheaper during those events. Rabbit coins, you can get these. This could also be, like I said, using these to round out what you have for your consumption. You can do the rabbit coins as well, so when the next mount comes around, you can get it for a lot cheaper. Then we have the weekly shops: Starguard, Moon Blessing, Link Privilege, and Bond Gift. Starguard is kind of whatever. You'll just buy most of the shop right here. Mount Roulette pack is good for the 24, 12 instead of 8. So that 8 would give us, as we see right here, 3 for 24, and you get 12 for 24, so that's the best bang for your buck. Skill rubbings and crusade tickets if you're trying to farm those. Bond gift, ignore this, because you'll get to a point where you don't really need these. You'll get them over time, but you can buy everything else here minus the compass. You'll get plenty of compasses. These 4 in the bottom 4 sapphires are great purchases. And Link Privilege, this is the one that you paid $5 one time for to get 100 element seeds per day. You want to be getting this every day for 10 sapphires. This is 2/3 of a summon every single day for free as your one-time $5 purchase. This is if you want to spend more money to hit another milestone for recharge. Selection pack is the only spot you should be looking at. The 5s, if you get all of them, are 50. The 10s, if you get all of them, are 100. And these 2 are the most important ones to go after. 20s and 40s are fine, but they're still $20 packs and $40 packs. So as you see fit as a spender, do them in this direction that I have them, because you're trying to get the traces, hardest thing in the game to get, as well as summon seeds to increase to do more summons for more fairies, especially the holies. Get down here. More single time purchases that we can talk about that aren't required but have good value. So right here in the Kabbalah boost, the best ones right here are the last 2. You can argue that you don't need the 100 and 100, but as a one-time purchase, it's pretty good. And right here, 500 gold for 1,000 is a better deal than just getting them themselves. So it's pretty good. When you add in the 3,000 silver, is pretty good. Then we have the Flower Fairy Link gift. All of these are 15-20% more back than what you're spending. These cheaper ones are actually more back than you're spending, but it scales all the way up. All of these are worth the money that you get, at least 15% more than you're spending, and they're all geared towards doing more summons. They're all worth it for the price. It's if you decide to spend it, and you can spend later on down the line for your account whenever you feel like it. Beneficial stage packs for Fire Sword. The early ones are great to get because the prices are really low. They give you all the things to increase your fairies. These later ones aren't really worth it, besides the ones that give you right here, the traces are fine. That's a highway robbery for that. But over time you can save up and get this and it'll be fine. The other ones aren't really needed. And that is it for my Spender's Guide. Let me know if there's anything else that you buy that I didn't talk about. What's your strategy with the events? If this helped you, till next time, guys.